for my dinner. So if y'all tapped in, top of the top, top of the top, top of the top. I see the title, man. Self-care Saturday, Russia, Ukraine. What's going on? What's happening? A lot of conversations must be had. A lot of time to talk ain't being had. It ain't being marinated on. A lot of people ain't meditating. But we get it though. We get it. We get it. We understand. It's a lot of day-to-day shit going on. So people tapping at the top of the morning. If you just pull it up, grab your mimosa. You already know what I'm saying. Grab your mimosa. Grab your tea. Grab your coffee. Grab your water. Grab your juice. Orange juice. All that shit. Pull up. Wednesday. Self-care Saturday. And if you missed that live, get back to the door and make sure you go tap in with that. Because you need to get back to doing. We need to start back doing as a people. We need to start back doing as a whole. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of you melanated people, we need to get back to being as a unit, moving as a force. Granted, when we did that with the Black Panther Party was infiltrated, but that shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? That shouldn't stop us. It should not stop us from getting to it. We need to move more as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Bad enough, as melanated kings and queens, we was displaced over these hundreds of years. You know, man. I was watching something that made me really think, like, damn, that's true. You know, when SBI said, shit, especially the darker of the hue melanated people, we don't have a language to communicate with our people. And it made me think, damn, that's true. We communicate via the oppressor's language. You know what I'm saying? English is they shit. They oppressed us, man. They had their foot, that's why I be on some, like, fuck that politician shit, because they false flagging. And the foot's still on our neck, so all that democratic shit, all that stuff, some hogwash bullshit. Like, 400 some odd years later. What has been since slavery? How many hundreds of years has it been, and they foot still on our neck? How many? Be 100. And how many house ninjas is there? How many house ninjas that'll stand by and watch? The oppressor put their foot on our neck. Then how many misguided young youth will go and rob for some kind of high-end designer, risk life in prison? For some kind of jewelry, some kind of drip. Over some brands, over some people that don't fuck with us. Think about it. Think about it. And then we be, man, see, it's a lot we gotta fix within our own shit. You know, because this has been said before. No, we don't recycle. We don't recycle enough of them, especially within the black community. We don't recycle enough the melanated dollars, man. And it's something about a person trying to be an entrepreneur and tap in and step into their own that be hitting different for certain black people. Like, 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 there's nothing wrong with supporting somebody movement, somebody trying to break free of the chains. Because when you see a sister or brother trying to start their business on the ground up, you feel me? Trying to gain some traction in this shit. That's their attempt to break free of the chains, my nigga, get up out of that bondage. You feel me? But it don't be enough support on the ground. We don't got enough foot soldiers. So a lot of times these melanated individuals put their life savings into something and then barely getting out of the red. You know what I'm saying? Barely getting out the red. Because we don't pull up with full force. We don't pull up in full force. We need to, you know what I'm saying? You got to start showing up and showing out for your folks. You know, or showing out. Start pulling up. Because you got to look at what's going on as a whole. I mean, even when I look at the Ukraine situation, I say, well, at least within the natives of Ukraine, it's some solidarity with their folks, you know. And from my knowledge of what I was reading and seeing, you know what I'm saying, you had even professionals like doctors and lawyers arming up and going out there and fighting and protecting for what they believe in. And it made me think, when did we become watered down? When did the black folk become watered down? Because you gotta hear me out. Now we sacrificing life and limb for the wrong reasons. It be over bullshit. It don't be over your folks. A motherfucker try to rob somebody and don't know that he got the burner on him. And the wannabe robber might get blamed down. Now you get blamed down. Now you die trying to rob somebody. You know what I'm saying? Now you left, you know, your mom and them sad, family and them sad. Then, we got the gang shit, so we dying over the gang territory. You know, so young king coming up somewhere and he trying to prove himself. Now he gotta go out and do all these things. That's rites of initiation and shit like that. Come on, think about it. Marinate for a minute. Then you gotta go and do these things as rites of initiation. But when did it start being? But when did we stop putting energy about our folks? When did we stop? When did we stop standing for something like really on the real tip? Like, all right, it's like now, and it got to the point where motherfuckers is down and die for the wrong causes, the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even making sense of this shit. The wrong reason. The wrong reason. And I'm marinating on that shit this morning. Like, that is true. We all fucked up. We ain't tapping back in. And it's crazy, like it takes these rest in peace, this soul and spirit, like George Floyd type situations where we semi get together, and that ain't even like, you know what I'm saying? And we ain't even doing that all the way, and then those situations can be potentially infiltrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think about them folks, because now they'll start a group, and then you gotta think they got money to risk, they got money to throw out. So everybody say, oh, we're gonna invest in your, we're gonna donate to your cause. It's your Joy Forge organization. And then insert they want to be liberals, you know what I'm saying, in there. But the whole time, one or two of them running back with the report. A little bit. Get smart. Get smart bit. That's why the other day I said we have to get back to doing it. When you realize the trajectory of what's going on, like this shit's serious. You know what I'm saying? When you see the multitude of people that's really out there lost out here. You know what I'm saying? Don't like young and old. And some motherfuckers don't know they left from their right. Young and old don't know they left from their right. So it's important that we tap in. Self-care Saturday is getting back into your natural groove of things. Some of y'all used to do shit. You know what I'm saying? But self-care Saturday entails a lot. Because whether you got together a women's group and y'all raise the elevation, self-care Saturday. If it was a men's group, self-care Saturday. We went jogging, self-care Saturday. But sometimes that walk in the park, that hike is spark this type of conscious debate within your mind of what we speaking on now. You know what I'm saying? And wake you up like, oh shit, okay. Damn, that's what's really going on out here. You know, it's like SBI says, Stockholm Syndrome. You know, when it's like you still, you know what I'm saying, your pressure and have their foot on your neck, but you still like on some young, free your pressure. No, they didn't mean to. It's because of this. No, fuck all that. Look at the magnitude. You know what I'm saying? Look at the generations of hurts and traumas and wounds that's transferred on a cellular level, DNA wise. So in your DNA on a cellular level, those hurts, those wounds, those traumas, it's transferred. It's transferred. It's transferred. You know, when we lost in the sauce and we don't know how to pinpoint what's going on with ourselves and readjust this shit, right? Readjust the dial. It's like getting lost in the Bermuda Triangle. One minute they see you flying and like, yeah, where this nigga go? You know what I'm saying? Because they done got us off into some frequency that ain't of our frequency. And that's what motherfuckers need to know. Yeah, we had tribal wars, tribal beefs. That was the natural shit. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get over here to this territory, and it might be an elder of this tribe, all melanated kingdom, putting up, hey, all right, we got this pig. We're trying to cross over here, and my tribe might have on the side where they might be looking for, like, sometimes you got spots like, say it's honey, and I'm in a part of the land, right, where honey is accessible. You got to go through the rights and all that to get it. But then you come and say, hey, I'm the elder of this tribe. We give a whole pig for you and yours. May we cross. We trying to get this honey over there. Wow. That's the type of shit we did. When you didn't come respect, it was up. It wasn't just, oh, it's up on site. Like, we still was, you know what I'm saying? So we was a cultured, get along with our folks type people. It was based off, we went off what your energy was on. Like now, if you look at our frequency, like, what the fuck we on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck we on? You can't even see, like, you can look at black women too, because they pull up, let's say you pull up to the club or you pull up to the restaurant. It's usually just a scowl. Oh, look at her. Like this bitch. She thinks she this. Whatever happened to the A's, Whatever happened to the love for, you know what I'm saying, for thy sister? The love for our folks has been so watered down and so washed out, right? That we're barely just now, you know what I'm saying, as a culture, attempting to tap back into that frequency. And so on a spiritual level, a lot of these names that were publicized, you know, certain melanated kings and queens that died by the hand of the oppressor, and it was televised a lot, you know what I'm saying, nationally, worldwide, were sacrifices so that we can wake our game up. And that's what people have to start realizing this on a greater level. Like a lot of those were sacrifices. Your George Floyd's, uh, I'm sorry for not remembering the other names. I know what it. Our folks out there in Maryland, you know, our folks out there in Houston, or was that Houston? That got shot in his own house by the police. Like all these different situations, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget about Chorizo, Floyd's, and all that. I mean, before all those situations, from LA, from the Midwest to the down south to the thing in New York, one thing in common. Those were sacrifices so that we as a people, as a culture, can wake our game up and say, hold on, what's going on? But not only, point at the oppressor, right? But point at us, our folks, us. Where are we going wrong at? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing wrong as a people? And what are we not doing that's not, you know what I'm saying? What are we, like, we ain't doing enough. Enough ain't being done, enough ain't being said. Nah. Because all that other shit is an illusion that they got y'all trapped in. And y'all calling this illusion. You know what I'm saying? The illusion is what's keeping a lot of people from even getting to their bag. But then you can turn on the news and look at the Ukraine shit. And you see what's going on out there. And they sticking together. And they'll be damned if, you know what I'm saying? If they let the red team just come up in there like that, they're like, oh man. Oh, over here from Russia trying to come up in here like that. We finna stand up for what we believe in. Feel me? What happened to what we believe in? So what we believe in became watered down. And we became on a frequency that wasn't of our frequency. Threw us all off track. You know what I'm saying? And in this timeline, it's these energies that's reawakened so we can get back to our greater purpose. You know what I'm saying? Get back to that love for yourself. Self-care is love for yourself. You know, if you tapped into this live right now, you have some love for yourself. You tapped in, like, let me see what gem, what jewels getting dropped. You know what I'm saying? What we marinating on, what we talk about like this. These are some real life things, man. Like, you know, you gotta be self-care Saturday. Self-care is really every day, but you know, the majority of people that are off on Saturdays, you know, can spend more time on investing in themselves. When you're working on yourself, self-care Saturday, that's a self-investment, self-love. You know what I'm saying? You're writing your book on Saturday. Self-care. Jotting in your journal. You running, you hiking, you working out. Doing your face routine and blase. Self-care Saturday. This shit crazy. People need to really wake their game up. Like, we don't even got, we all we know is like, and I used to think about that when I was little too, how somebody can talk to you in English and then immediately talk to their folks in their language and be cracking on you and you don't even know it. And they get to laughing and kicking. You know, and I always felt some type of way about that too. Like, damn, we don't even have no, you know what I'm saying? They don't water us down. We don't have no language to where we can laugh and shit. Cut jokes right in your face. Skirt off and get right to talk to our folks. Yeah, man. And it's like, it's crazy how that is. It's crazy. You know, I do am a firm believer though, we black indigenous. So the melanated kings and queens from North America. Like I do believe that the majority of us hail from right here. Like our ancestors, most of our ancestrals. And I know for me personally, it really resonates. Like most of my ancestral energies is right here. You know what I'm saying? North America. Like it was Indians, the original Indians ran this motherfucker. So, I tap in and understand it. And I do feel energy wise, DNA wise, like I got some kind of like islander type, you know what I'm saying? Like Afro Latinx type energies within dude. And I've always got that from elders. It's crazy. I have elder Hispanic ladies. Hey, are you Dominican or something? Like, and I always be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? But, I always think like, man, there gotta be something going on. But I always resonated with Dominican Republic since a kid. Just like, I used to like watching when they did videos out there. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the women. But then just fascinated about the island, learning about it, you know what I'm saying? Encyclopedia as a young nigga, Then as I got older, it became, Dominican Republic became more accessible, like by internet and social media devices, so but it only reinforced what I thought, okay. I don't have the concrete proof, but I got the spiritual proof, it resonates. Other than that, a lot of us black indigenous, for real, the black indigenous, and our shit was wiped from us. So now we just really speaking a pressurous language. Because English is not the original language of the North Americans. You know what I'm saying? For real. So, know that. So that's where that beef come from with black folk too. It's like DNA on the cellular level, right? What I was saying is we're black indigenous, but we all from different tribes. But we still one. So you still have that in you that, hold on, this is my territory, what's going on? We just gotta transfuse that, you know what I'm saying? Transmutation with the energy and hone it and direct it right. You know what I'm saying? Know how to ascertain your energies, direct it to where it gotta go. It's like really saying, okay, man, this is what I'm doing. But sometimes it takes an activation moment for you to really, to set some people in go mode. Like, oh shit, I'm finna. All right, let me go now. It's then activated me till I can't play. Now you're back in self-care. Now you're back in the love for your folks too. Because that's a different energy, I'm trying to tell you. Like, yeah, your folks will make you mad for sure. Sometimes I look at the culture like, damn, why, what the fuck? Like, why? But love my folks. You know what I'm saying? When I say my folks, I'm not just saying cousin, auntie, mama and them, sister and them. I'm saying my melanated folks, my kings and my queens. Like, so talented as a people. You know what I'm saying? And we have a lot to offer the world. Look at what we've been doing. A lot of people don't even question, what's your offer to the world? See, don't be under this illusion that your shit gotta be this grand or the whole world gotta know about you. No, even if it's just 10 people know about what you got going on, and that's 10 people that you made a motherfucking contribution to. Maybe they got some knowledge. Maybe you showed them some. Maybe you did a painting for them. Maybe you refurbished some, you know what I'm saying, some furniture in the house. I don't know. You gotta just think. That should be an illusion that we have on something. I did people on that Ukraine shit. As sad as it is, what's going on, I know that, man. I'm not gonna get caught up. Once I seen that, I'm like, oh, go mode. Starting to watch the market. Inflation and shit finna skyrocket. They finna be back on it. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I was thinking. How I'm on. So, stay tapped in, okay, keep current. But at the same time, we got life going on. Because shit go up, some crash, or they take away the dollar. What you got to barter? What you got to value? What you been doing? Have you been keeping current on the money flow in the markets. Come on, man. Let's know this shit fire. You see the body to go look for it. I would plug them, but they ain't paying me, so but it is fire. But nah, that's some real shit. I really had me thinking, like, damn, we don't know our language. We just speak their language. Then we go hard, kill a nigga over some Louis Vuitton. It's crazy. Try to rob a nigga for their Rolex. All for some shit that's, when it all flow back down to who it go right, it go flow right back down to the depression. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, that's why I promote and respect new young designers, melanated kings and queens trying to come in the game and, like, you know, really forge a name, because a lot of these, like, don't get me wrong, I wear high-end design. I like high-end designer. But I'm going to be honest, too, like, a lot of those places, it's old-fashioned houses. Some of them motherfuckers go back to the 1930s and 40s. And yes, they wasn't fucking with niggas. It wasn't made for us. I won't lie. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. And I rocks my designer. But I wouldn't do stupid shit for it. I wouldn't go risk my life for the designer. I wouldn't risk prison to wear some designer. You know what I'm saying? I like a trophy watch. If I have, I'll be like, yeah. But I wouldn't risk prison to wear a trophy watch. I wouldn't try to kill a nigga over a trophy watch. That's serious. So that's the difference. And they got motherfuckers caught in that whole illusion and all that in the grand scheme of things. When, like you said, especially with the bust downs and all that, once you start doing that, it depreciates. You put the diamonds in there and start switching parts and piecing it together, it already depreciates value. Just like they say, once you drive the car out the lot, you know what I'm saying, it depreciates as soon as you drive that motherfucker out the lot. Like, fuck you talking about? So, you know, there's some things. What you know on this A1 Saturday. Sure. And you know we Honey Floors up too. The only way is up, so I'm going up. It's crazy though. Y'all niggas need to tap in, but I'm glad that I can speak on some shit like this. Peace King, who is this? Jay Morgan. Jay Morgan just popped up. What's up with you? I see you, I see you, I see you, I see you. Yes, man. Appreciate you for putting up. So I was just saying, our person was just discussing, right? I was tapping into a lot of the self-care things and, you know, how to keep energy, you know what I'm saying, at a balanced level. But also, we spoke on Ukraine and, you know what I'm saying, their uprising, like their energy that they got as a, you know what I'm saying, as a culture. So where it's something that I feel like, damn, where was we at? You know what I'm saying? What happened to our energy when we was tapped in like that? Like, I was seeing and reading with some lawyers and some doctors. And you got lawyers and doctors, corporate people from Ukraine out there arming up too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, like, hold on. This our land, this our folks, and we out here. And I was like, wow, what happened when we had that energy? Like, it's like we got the Stockholm. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll rep for our oppressor, and we'll make excuses on why it's not their fault. You know what I'm saying? And why we speak English and don't have a language. You know what I'm saying? And why that we out here killing for some designer that don't fuck with us. Right? And robbing a motherfucker for a trophy watch that they didn't make that watch for us in the first place. They didn't expect a black motherfucker to be able to have $400,000 in their account to get a $300,000 watch. You get what I'm trying to say? They didn't expect for us to be in Ferraris. They didn't expect that. If you go back into like the 60s and 70s in the black entertainment era, they didn't expect a lot of that. So you can see how they started infiltrating the entertainment industry in the 60s and 70s to curb a lot of those melanated millionaires that was coming up out of in that era. Hence, that's why you see a lot of artists, entertainers that got hooked on heroin, coke, and was like doing hella much because they started getting invited to these backdoor parties by the Indo-European. Them the ones that was funding all that shit. You gotta think about it. Certain people, they already read their script out. Okay, this gonna be your script. We got this nigga. This is script. His career probably gonna last to X amount of woo. Feel me? But over the time, he gonna deteriorate because of the lifestyle and of the party hardy and of the different women that we, because they sit prey on these dudes and these women. Like they send them in there. All right, we already got him off the coke. He's already inebriated off the drink. Slide it on him on the party. And then hence when you see years later, what happens? Either they go on with the script that they planned out for people, allegedly. Right, I don't want them to come to me. Allegedly. Or they come back out with some story. Oh man, this happened. They tried to take the pussy when I wasn't giving it to him. She did this in my career and she said this over the set. So what happened? Some tapes released. You might see a motherfucker say a racist remark 20 years ago. All these things to, what they call it, cancel you type of energy. So within black culture, they've been attacking, been sliding in like that on that type of shit. And then when it, you know what I'm saying, when it trickles down, because they're used as puppets and pawns. You know what I'm trying to say? So now you see the youth, the youngsters, that's all they see on TV, even back in the 70s. And all you seen was the pimps and this. And it turns out to what? It go from that to the energy of what I'm going to do to go get it, how I'm going to get it. Even if I got to knock my brother down. Even if I got to go snatch my sister's purse because I got to go get it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no code of ethic. If we needed it and you was a black lady with your purse and you walking like this, nigga snatch your shit around, right? No code of ethics. So, asking, like sparking that question, like, damn, when did it get that bad for us? Like, that's what I was really trying to, like, just spark today, people. We went out, you know what I'm saying, on this one. Like, just thinking, like, see how we all fucking up? And I brought up earlier in this live, you just pulling up, but I said this earlier, like, we have to start looking at the big names that was lucky to be televised, because it's a lot that don't get televised. So the big names that was executed by police, the men and women, melanated over the United States, that was televised. Those were sacrifices so that we can wake our game up. See, but I was saying people wasn't on that frequency to see. That's on a spiritual level. You gotta really think your Breonna Taylors, your George Floyds, those were sacrifices. People don't even wake in their game up. Those are sacrifices so that we can really wake up. And not just point and blame, yeah, we on the oppressor, shit gotta change. But like the revolution can't stop till we really get the energy, because you'll see house ninjas, right? Like stand there and watch the oppressor do bullshit. See, the house ninjas is a part of the tyranny system, right? So from your lower level house ninja, you know what I'm saying, to your upper cabinet house ninjas, you know what I'm saying? We gotta hold them accountable too. Fuck all that. That's the thing. Letting these niggas get away, no, we holding you accountable. Brother or sister, I voted you in. You ain't did nothing. You on your house ninja. So we gotta hold these people accountable. We gotta understand that a lot of them want to feed their fat coffers. And so we gotta break the chains of the selfish shit and tap into it's about our folks as a whole. A lot of people don't know how to ascertain the territorial energies. That's all that is. We knocking it down and killing each other, but it really just stemmed from, we all different tribes. We black indigenous, but we came from different tribes. That's what I was speaking on earlier in the life. And we got to get back to consciousness on that. Like, oh, it's not that you hate your brothers. It was just a certain respect. You wasn't going to traverse through a certain part of the forest, my nigga, without the consent of the elder and the squad. You probably had ninjas in the tree and all that ready to. Where you think you going? You better come through with that pig or something and bless and say, here, blessings. We just want to travel through. We know y'all got the honey up here, man. And we trying to go hunt the honey art. We trying to go get some wild boars. Here's a boar we just killed. That's how we moved about back then. See what I'm saying? Now it's just bam, bam, nigga. Where you from? GD this? Crip, blah, You feel me? And yeah, I was a part of that, like, but I'm going to understand, like, oh, that's all that is. But then they came and infiltrated and fucked our frequency off. Because if ooh, shit, you feel me? It fucked our frequency off. So when they infiltrated, it's the lack of understanding of what I'm speaking in on the like cellular level, how that shit is transferred over the generation. And then so it comes out with the aggressions of I'm gonna kill this nigga, on top of all the other new traumas one sees. So you have the generational traumas, then traumas that's just being fostered at the moment, like water, like you see niggas get knocked down. You know what I'm saying? Your grandma shooting heroin. Like I done seen all personal story. Feel me? Grandpa and them alcoholic, like all that on top of that. Mama gotta work 2 jobs. Daddy ain't present. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the situation on top of them building a whole neighborhood of the ghetto. Like we gonna concentrate you niggas at one concentration. That was an experiment they put on motherfuckers. Who gonna make it out? And then and the niggas that made it out, majority of them, they was able. The ones that let's just say the ones that made it out on a higher note. Your academia type black motherfucker. He or she became a house ninja. Remember your Colin Powell's and all that? They didn't. Because where's the proof? What movement did it stop? Because you gotta think. You gotta sign the oath when you get to them. Don't give a fuck what nobody say. If you mad about it in this life, you gotta sign the oath when you get to that type of high level position being a black nigga. Because they not finna give you all that type of power. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're a senator, from governor to senator, even just being close with them networks of people. You know how you probably not the governor, but you in that network. Like you can talk about some shit. It's like, come on, my nigga, you not even finna get that close, nigga, and you not finna go by the script. They allow you to play the role. You have to run your script by them. Look, okay, this is the illusion I'm gonna get black folk. Come on, quit playing with me. That's why I don't go for the Kamala shit. I already seen that play, knew what she was on. When the nigga put her on the ticket, I said I already know the play will come out on. Like I've been seen the play. I said I got to read. Y'all try to play on the Asians, because then you have to remember. Before that, when it was we don't promote hate and violence on this channel at all. We do not promote it. When they had the quote unquote what allegedly all the love, it was like violence towards those type of people. We was looking like, what's going on? Why is there violence towards them? Like, it was always been love with that, especially in the inner communities. That's what happened. But she got in on that look. I said, oh, they put her on the ticket. Then all that came in, and she's black and Asian. So you see how that play went, but that shit goes. It should be deep. People don't even know it, and they don't even know. Anyway, man, that was a good one. Hope y'all have a lovely Saturday. Self-care Saturday. For sure, tap all the way in. We got